Oh, it's already been clicking.
Oh, it's already been clicking. That's what we went live with. It's already been clicking. Hello, my name is Kevin. We are Dirty 20 Gaming. It is Tuesday, which can only mean it is time for the second in our series of screenshots, where I get the hell out of the big chair with all the responsibility in the corner, and somebody else gets to sit in it. This week, that somebody else is our wild and wonderful friend Sans, and we'll get back to you in just a minute and this game that we're going to play. In fact, let's start with that game. Tonight, you are going to run for us. I've been waiting for this. We are going to play 10 Candles. This is dark. This is a game. When you have tragic and horror and you have to smash the two of them together to define a game, I want to play this game. This is a Tragi-horror game that I've been waiting to play for a long time. So, it's called 10 Candles. It's by Stephen Dewey. I wanted to get that pronunciation right. And it is available at all the standard places where you can buy and get PDFs and such. I'm really looking forward to this. I may have mentioned that. Before we get started, I do have to cross a couple I's and dot a couple T's. See, I got that backwards. I did that on purpose. Our virtual tabletop that we use is Roll20. So all the rolls that you see in this corner of the screen are from that source. The background image that I chopped a bunch of holes in to make this overlay is from Pixabay. And that is all of that I need to do. So that brings us to these fine and wonderful brave people who have agreed to come and play this game tonight and probably watch their hand-wrought characters crushed under the heel of a brutal reality. So, playing Rosin Yellow for us this evening is Nick. Thank you for joining us. When you're not here doing this, I understand you are torturing several of tonight's players in another game.
Man, that's not for like another like week or two, but yeah, they trust me. They trust me enough that I won't crush them entirely, which I appreciate.
We'll see how that plays out. One of those people who has, I say this every time because it amazes me every time because I've done it and I know how hard it is to do. It's 1 in the freaking morning where Anna is, 2 in the morning where Anna is right now. So thank you so much for staying awake into the midst of the evening. And if you are a little quiet tonight, we understand that it's because someone is sleeping right on the other side of that wall. So thank you for joining us, and can you tell us where we can find Anna Mariana Mystery?
You can find me mostly on DeviantArt, but I also have a few accounts on Instagram and Twitter, though I don't use those much except for blog stuff.
Okay. You can also find us at our Discord. Thank you, Mudkip, for posting that. That's a great way to get a hold of all of these people if you want to know more about what they're doing. We have an extra brave, two extra brave people tonight. We're going to get to one of them in a minute. First, we're going to start with the other one, though. Playing Ryland Tusk for us tonight. First time on our stream. Thank you for joining us. This is Kyle. Welcome to the stream.
Hey.
And I have been informed that regarding your social media presence, I should speak to someone else at this table.
Yes. Definitely. Okay. I am a full-time software developer. I have no time for this.
Fair enough. You have a life, unlike me, which is why I have all the time to do this stuff so much.
I wish that I had more time, but no.
No. Somebody's got to make the world go around. And speaking of making tonight's world go around, our narrator for this evening, known by many names and being found in many places. Tell us a few of those before we start this off.
I'm over at Scarred Adventurer blog. I write over there stories, horror stories, and other such things. I'm also at the Prolonged Engagement.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, still horror.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yes. I forget to say that part.
Oh, I completely, for the one of the largest places in the world where you can put your stuff, I also constantly forget to tell people that all of this goes on YouTube. So appreciate I appreciate the forgetfulness. But that's where we can find all these people. But tonight we can find them all sitting here around this table waiting to die. Uh, so I think
Pretty
with
much.
no further ado, we have done a bit of character creation, but that will come up as we go. I think I can safely hand us over now to our narrator for the evening. Sans, if you would. Thank you.
So as 10 Candles starts, we start with the countdown. 10 days ago, the sun disappeared. 9 days ago, computer systems died, GPS, Wi Fi, and other technologies have all stopped working. Cars, flashlights, and radios still work. 8 days ago, people tried to band together away from the cities to protect themselves from the unknown. 7 days ago, the government began collecting the survivors and bringing them into the cities for their own protection. 6 days ago, whispers began as people from different parts come together. The government tries to stop the spread of the information, but it is too late. The stories of what others have seen have begun to spread. The earth is covered in darkness. They hear screams and then silence. 5 days ago, people find out that there isn't enough food for everyone in the camp, and people want to leave. But the government is demanding people stay. They are using deadly force. 4 days ago, people start leaving the camp through illicit means, and anyone caught is being made an example of. 3 days ago, fights have broken out over food and resources. The soldiers try to stop the fights, but they are outnumbered. 2 days ago, the government has given up. People are leaving, and that's the end of it. A day ago, the food is gone, and most people have left. Today, you meet up. And I am going to start with Kevin. Why don't you introduce your character?
This evening I will be playing Ivor Lockney, a quiet but questioning male who is always talking to other people about their troubles.
All right. Kyle?
Tonight I'm playing Ryland Tusk. I am an entrepreneur in the Orlando area. I live in Winter Park. However, 1 month ago, I was wrongfully let go of the company that I built for 10 years. And I am now looking for my next big thing.
Nick?
Tonight I'm going to be playing Rosin Yellow, who is a kind of somebody who gives many speeches, particularly about the beauty of socialism. Started up in Canada and has worked his way kind of to the Florida area.
Anna?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What an unbelievable time to freeze. Oh no. Oh, maybe Antonio's not here yet. Oh dear.
Oh,
Well, hopefully she can get back in. Is it possible to continue until she does so?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And so you three meet up inside the Orlando Amway Center. That is where the government has kept you since you've been corralled from your previous locations. What do you do?
Has anyone seen any food?
Not since yesterday.
I had no idea we were both doing Russian accents.
I love it.
I think San saw this one coming.
Oh no.
I apologize to Twitch for what you're seeing right now. I'm just giving Anna a minute to see if we can get her back into the game. If not, I'll move stuff around and we'll deal with what we've got. But for the
What
moment,
is not surprising the fact the government no longer has anything under control.
they're not even the
This is-
government anymore.
This is Orlando. Nothing is ever in control here. Don't you guys know that?
I am from your, how do you describe it? Your top hat, if you were.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, you do know where we are, right?
Yes, I took a flight to Orlando 2 weeks ago.
Well, yeah, but like physically, do you know that this is like the absolute richest place in Orlando right now? I don't know what they're going on about, how there's no food. There's definitely food in this fucking place. I'm just saying. I mean, the magic we're playing here like a week ago.
There seems to be a problem with the public address system.
Well,
Or maybe it's nobody's at the public address.
If there is food anywhere, it is here, I agree, yes. There is certainly none left on the ship.
I suggest we find where Gringos Locos hides their tacos and go there. We need to find this place, and we need to find it right now.
I
So-
do inside jokes.
So if you guys know where Gringos holds that guacamole, let me know.
You seem like the one between the three of us with local knowledge, as it were.
All right, I mean, I guess we can, look, see. See, I know where this place is in here. I just don't know where they store the food. That's what I'm getting at. So if you guys heard anything of like where like the big refrigerators are and stuff like that, like I haven't seen that since I got here.
I would think the back of the store.
If we split up, perhaps we can find it easier.
That would make sense if I would not likely get lost considering the size of the place.
Well, how about this? Well, our best course of action is to actually head where Gringos is, right? So let's head
You have
up.
not told us yet.
Let's head up to they're on the top level, right? They're up in the upper bowl. So let's
Okay.
go up to the upper bowl and see what we can check out, right?
Standing around here will not get anybody fed.
Is there any way we can access the top of the building from there, do you know?
I know that we can get to the roof from that upper area. But
Who puts tacos on the roof?
well, saying we can find the tacos and then get to the roof.
Yes, I want to see what it looks like outside.
Makes sense.
Our silent friend Antonio follows left behind us, squeezing the base of their nose painfully.
Yes, because apparently
You're back.
the curse has returned from the game into real life, apparently. It's fine. It's fine.
You have arrived. We are going
I'm
to...
sorry. I was a little spaced out. Where are we going?
We are
Tacos,
going
then
to
the roof.
the roof for tacos.
Maybe that's why we could not find the food.
Very well then.
All right, guys,
Let's hope.
follow me. Follow me. We're headed up to the top floor. Let's go. And so we're now going up to the top floor. We're headed over to the escalators.
And at the top, you're going to see a uniformed person. And they are holding an automatic rifle.
Security.
Is
Just
there
to be
any reason
expected.
you wouldn't be allowed up?
What are you all doing here?
You had us pent up in here for the past 3 days.
We're just exploring. I've been here before. You know, I was a season ticket holder for the Magic at one point. You know, I know my way around. We're fine. I was just taking my buddies
What are you
around,
looking
showing them
for?
around the. We're not looking for anything. I just wanted to show. There's like an old like Dwight Howard jersey over that way. We thought that they would be cool, boost morale and whatnot. Thought that would be pretty neat. So we're just
You're not the
heading
first
around
group to
looking.
come looking for anything. You know that, right? I'm not stupid.
I didn't
just
call you
want
stupid.
to go to the roof so I can see what's going on outside.
Same thing that's been going on. Just don't
Considering
stick your
things
hand
change
over the
every
side.
day.
I
And
don't
they walk
plan on
away.
Sticking anything out over this side. I'm just trying
Okay.
to find a window even to look out at this point. I don't need to get to the roof.
Oh, there's windows all over.
Okay. I don't know this stadium, so.
Okay. Well, where we are, there's actually a huge atrium, so we could see like outside.
Oh,
But
perfect. Okay.
the lights are on inside, so we can't actually see outside from inside. So we
Yeah.
don't actually know what it looks like.
Well, in that case, I go over and do that thing. Against
Fuck
the glass,
yeah.
because that actually
Makes it
works.
Yeah. And what you see is darkness. The entire city is pitch black. You almost get the feeling that something is reaching onto the glass, trying to get to you.
Okay, that's creepy.
Get out of here, you
Hi, Bort.
bastards. You're not
Get away-
taking anyone else.
Get away from that glass, man. Let's go get some tacos.
How is it you say this? Oh,
Oh.
yes. You first.
All right. Fine. It's over here. I used to eat at this
Also-
place all the time.
The
As we're
security
walking
person likely didn't go
I
far.
just drag 2 fingers along the glass as we're walking.
And you feel something following. But you can't see it.
No. If anybody's looking, there's a dark grin on Ivor's face as he's walking along the glass. Squeak with his fingers.
I
I've
look
gotten
see
to
if
the
there's,
back
like,
door,
frost
but
or something, or condensation on the glass.
Oh, I forgot what the vice was. Let me just remembered.
Oh.
You have a vice, a virtue and a vice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, no,
And a
no, just
defining
remembered
trait. How does
yours.
that happen?
The one that you said. Oh my god, I had forgotten, but now I remember. No.
We did mention it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
Ooh, it's fine.
all
It's
good.
fine.
so I found the back door here to the restaurant, but I can't seem to get in. Does anyone have like a lockpick or something? Do you want to know how to do this?
Is the front open?
Well, I mean, like there's only like one entrance into it. I'm trying to get into the back kitchen.
Just jump the counter.
Is there?
Yeah, no. That's what I'm.
There's no power, right? There's been no power for a week, right?
They have generators running.
Oh, okay.
So there is power,
Okay.
but you don't know to the extent of which it might work.
I will stay out here and make sure no more guards are shooting at us.
That's a great idea. Rosen, Antonio, do you know how to break down this door or something, or unlock it?
I mean,
I mean, I could try, but I don't think I'd be
is
any
any
good at
reason
it.
that we'd want to make that much noise this early.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, does anyone know how to, like, pick a lock?
Depends on the type of lock.
Does it look like anything in the back is still cold?
I don't know. I can't see through the glass. There's a little like window in the door, but I can't see through it. Everything's dark.
This
Is the
first
door
dialogue is
made-
amazing. I am there.
Is
You can
the
tell
door?
we've been here.
What is the door made of?
It is a metal door.
Can you see any hinges?
Yeah, there's 2 hinges on the side, and then there's the lock.
Yeah, but can you see it from?
I mean, if there's a hinge, you can pop the bolt
Are
if
they
it's on
on the
this side.
outside or the inside? Yeah.
Yeah,
Good security.
Basically.
It's one of those-
Inside, but yeah.
It's one of those dual hinges, like
oh.
the dual hinges, like you're at a like the
Oh.
kitchen doors into a restaurant.
Very nice.
All you guys need is a screwdriver. Who's got a multi-tool?
Wouldn't.
I'm just going to wander after that ring and just look down into that stadium because I'm assuming it's a big stadium, right? So yeah.
were we supposed to create any kind of inventory for our characters, or can we just
That is
pull out
Whatever you
whatever?
think you would have on you.
Just pull out whatever.
Because he would most definitely have a pocket knife at least.
that you would not have. That would have been
Oh.
taken from you.
Dang it.
That's fair. Wait, wouldn't they have like plastic utensils somewhere nearby?
Yes.
Probably on the other side of the door.
I mean, a plastic
Like-
knife or something.
But who said that they were up against the glass that they could look in?
I was.
That was Ryland.
When you do that, you can feel something on the other side because you said it's dark in there.
Well, now I might not want to go through the door. But I do really want tacos. So,
You seem suddenly very hesitant. Something the matter?
well, I mean, when I looked, I kind of felt like there was something in there. But I'm also super hungry and really want tacos. So, I mean, I don't know. Are you guys like into this, or you guys want to like give up and go see if we can do something else? I mean, we still haven't found a way to open this damn door.
I mean, the darkness is not a good sign. You know that, right? So we probably shouldn't mess with that.
Okay.
Not unless we have a way to fight it off.
But if there's darkness there, people probably haven't already been in the area. Oh, the darker food.
Question: they took our weapons, but would they let you keep a nail clipper?
Depending upon the size, if it's small enough, they would. Yes.
I can see.
Hmm.
I think that would work.
So yeah, he would have one of these.
Do you want to try and open the door with that thing?
Because like you have a tiny file.
Yep.
You also have a little pick.
If you're
But you
really
also have the
careful, you can use one as a
area.
screwdriver. I have done. It'll end up twisted all up at the end, but it will work. Yeah.
It's better than nothing.
You want to try opening the door?
I don't think that's a good idea to open
I
Well,
this
then,
one.
What's-
just give it
what's
to
the
me.
worst
I'm going to
that's
open
gonna
the
happen?
door. Well, so, I mean, seriously, we're locked in here. We've been locked in here for days with nothing, and there's no food.
So, Ryland, you're going to open the door?
Yes, I'm going to open the door.
Roll.
Ooh, the first roll of the night. So to let the viewers know, you are rolling equal to the number of candles that remain. Correct.
Yes.
So in this case, 10. And 6s are good and 1s are bad. Is that the elevator pitch version of the rolls?
Yep.
Mhm.
Lord.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
That's
3 sixes.
No 1s.
No ones. Looks like I got that damn door open. Tacos, here we come.
But is it,
Yep.
is it really going to be a good thing that we have the door open now?
Yeah.
Not
Okay,
only
That's
did
a
so-
way to let the darkness in. Now I don't think I have to.
not only
I
Antonio would have given the nail clipper, but then he would have backed away.
Well,
Most
not
definitely because he
successfully
knows.
get not only did you successfully get the door open, you let enough light in that it's not dark in there anymore.
okay.
I think I'll hold this open. You tell me what you find.
All right.
I like this game. 3 successes means nothing gets any worse for the moment. I like
Right.
that. That's
Right.
the top bar.
Can I have my nail file back or my nail clippers?
Yeah, you have him back.
Ivor, how do things look out there?
Yeah, I'm looking for. I was actually. You kind of. It's kind of because I was heading towards one of the emergency exits. I cannot see from here. I was just going to look.
So you're going to look out. You're going to look very far out.
I was going to go outside for a moment and see what happens.
Well, let's see what we can find in here first. And then I promise you we'll go to the roof.
These tacos had better be spectacular.
They're really
I'll
good,
come
man.
over from the door.
So, all right. I'm looking for food. I'm going to give that one up to the narrator. Do I find it?
Roll.
I'm hanging out outside the door, like still out in the foyer area.
If you don't mind me asking, is Antonio helping him look, or because I'm just holding the door open to make sure it doesn't close with
Who is anyone helping me look here?
Yeah, he would.
Okay.
He would go around.
So do you
Insert with
both
him.
roll in this instance then? And we add them up? Oh,
Who's
dear.
the main one looking?
I'll
Ryland.
take the lead on that one, I guess.
Ryland would be.
I did get a 6.
You got
2
one
ones.
six
But
and
I got
two ones.
2 ones.
Yep.
And that means those ones to come to me. So now you have 8.
Oh,
So is that
that
8
was
candles?
quick. Oh, that's how they just. Oh, hell. Okay, yeah. So you make 2
So-
go away over there, and I'll
so
make 2
the
go
can-
away on.
Well,
no,
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 the candles
no,
the candles
candles
haven't
stay.
gone out yet.
Oh,
One.
okay.
Okay, I go find them.
That is just dice.
Oh,
Just die.
okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Okay.
so we lose the ones that rolled 1. But
Right.
since there was at least 1 6, I successfully rolled. So
Oh,
if
right, we just lose
Yeah.
dice when we roll ones,
Right,
so the pot
right.
gets smaller every time you roll a 1. Gotcha.
that's the idea. Okay.
First dice, and they
Guys.
go to dice jail. Yeah. Yeah.
Not only did I find tacos, but I found frickin' queso. We're eating like kings tonight.
Well, for the moment.
Yes.
For the moment, eating like kings.
And you assume
I've
you're
made-
the only one who's been looking?
I have made everybody double D's, and now we are
Actual name of a taco there.
Yes.
they're called
yeah.
double D's. They're great.
Uh-huh.
They're great. I've passed them out to everybody, and everybody is partaking.
Yeah.
Antonio would eat half and keep the other half for later.
Oh, I'm snarfing the whole thing. I don't know if I
Oh, it's
mentioned,
been
but
day.
Ivor is really small and slight. That's why he doesn't do any of the physical stuff. But yeah, he just narfs that thing back like nothing. Probably looks like a snake swallowed a beach ball after he's done. But yeah. But as I'm finishing it up, I'm heading into back looking for like the fridges, the freezers, checking to see if there's power more than anything else.
All right. Is anyone looking with you?
Nah, I'm too busy eating my taco.
I make no effort to see if anybody's following me in any way, shape, or form.
What are you
I'm
looking
gonna
for?
kind of see what else is in the area.
Okay. So you're gonna go look somewhere else. Antonio said you're gonna go with Ivor? Did I
Ivor.
get that name right? All right,
Okay.
so you two roll 8.
Okay.
Both
Don't-
of us?
Don't
you
tell
both
him
are
I
looking-
said so, but this might be the best taco I have ever eaten. Do you know where there is beer?
I do not.
Oof. 2 6s and a 1.
What are you even looking for? Just the beer?
Yes, all the fridges have power.
Weird. The whole stadium is dark, but this one little... The food court? I will
Oh,
never
no.
understand capitalism.
The stadium itself is like a flashlight
Oh,
in the
okay,
darkness.
oh.
It was just the room that was
Same
dark.
comment, just replace food with sports and it makes it even more completely understandable to him. The entire nation is dead, but I can see in the frickin' stadium because the lights are on. There's probably like 2 assholes repainting the lines down there too, right?
It's the American way.
Yeah.
Hey man, you gotta hold on to what little happiness you have
Uh,
left. And if you have left happiness is the
And I
stadium,
would
then
try very hard not to ride my Canadian pony for too long tonight. Let's go back to the game. Well, this means at least we are having food.
I go
look
over
at
to
Antonio again, and the place to keep the bodies. And I'm
I go
looking
over
to see
to,
what the reaction is. Like, I don't know Antonio at all. I'm just trying to look and see what their facial reaction is to that. Because he's doing that Russian thing where maybe it's a joke and maybe it's not. It's just a completely flat face.
Maybe come in handy. You never know when you're gonna need a working fridge.
Is your middle name unflappable? Let's go. Back towards the others.
Not really, there are more important things in my mind right now.
Oh, wait.
I have a
in that
very
case, and I
important
stop.
mission for myself.
Oh, what is that? Tell me all about it.
I have someone to find.
What are you to do to them when you find them?
Try to keep her safe if I can. And if I can't, then at least I tried.
It sounds as though this has caused you a lot of pain. Much suffering.
Mostly worry.
Tell me about it as we come back to the others. And if you'll let me, I actually put my arm around Antonio's shoulder and start walking.
He won't shrug it off, but he's gonna be staying still, I suppose.
Oh, I think she may
God
have-
damn it, Zoom, not again.
It's okay. It's only your visual that's
fucking
frozen. We can
serious?
still hear you. So
Yeah.
please stay in the call. You're just frozen visually. So we still have sound.
Going back to Ryland and Rosen.
Yes.
What's going on over there?
Hey, Rose, and you found anything?
My thought is, yes. Do you think you have any like your you know this place and knowing your sports stadiums, you have all of the allure outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Might you know why it might be little broken by the looks of things?
I mean, everything of the stadium looks pretty. I mean,
Yes, the inside, yes. But if we have any lights on the outside working, we might be able to get a better idea of what is
I
not in
see
here.
I see what you're talking about. There might be lights off the top
So
of the
we may
building.
have- so you're thinking we
If we
might
can
need to
get-
get to the roof?
Yeah, if we can get roof access, that might be our best bet.
In that case, we may want to either get the others. I know Ivor was at least interested in the roof as well.
Well, he seems like a pretty smart dude. Knows his way around a dead body. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I just kind of get that vibe from him. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like you're with me on that, right?
given the circumstances, cannibalism is a little bit questionable as usual.
Oh God, I wasn't saying that he's eating them.
You're the one who's interested in food when we arrived.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at me. Of course, I'm interested in food. It's half of my life. And gringos. Oh, gringos.
Now I want a season's pass to the stadium just for those tacos.
Believe it or not, there are 4 locations of this restaurant in Orlando. So one of which is in one of which is in the Amway Center. So I'm just saying.
I guess we know who we're going after for a sponsor if we do a sequel. So
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
You kept us alive in the first one. So yes, I guess to keep it easy, I'm still in the back with Antonio. Ivor is working the horror story out of Antonio with just surgical skill, finding all the pain and suffering that goes along with it, and enjoying it way too much.
Ivor, you didn't want to leave the door open, right?
Oh shit.
The scene in the movie where the camera goes to the door.
I'm gonna ask you, did you leave the door open?
It's a swinging door.
And you picked the lock, which means if it swings back, it's locked.
And it's
Either
dark
we
in
can
there.
get out, or it's dark in here.
No, it's not dark.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's right. Yeah,
'Cause-
that's right. We have power, right? So yeah.
Okay. Well, now we're stuck in here. Did anyone else find a way, another way out of here? There's got to be a back. There's got to be a back way, right?
Did you two also go into the back, or it was only those two?
Yeah, we were out front.
I was out front.
Yeah, we were out front.
I was holding the
I
door.
assume they were at the sort of building
We ate.
table, just making ridiculous tacos.
Yeah, just making tacos.
Arguing about whether guac is a legitimate topping for tacos.
And the answer to that is yes.
And so, I know I just heard Anna. There we go.
Yep, she's back. Ish.
Okay.
Ah.
So, with that, you two are now, or the groups are now separated. Ivor and Antonio, Ryland, and Rosen.
I mean, I don't want to leave those two in there. I mean, they did help. Without Antonio's little, doohickey, we wouldn't have even been able to get in there and get these damn tacos. So, I think we owe them to at least get them out of there, right?
But are they in a situation where it's easier for them to get out without us making noise out here and attracting attention?
I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to the door and knock on it and yell for Ivor.
Oh, now you're yelling. Okay, that's subtle.
We are
Roll.
in here. Just
I'm
one
giving
moment,
a-
there is-
I'm giving a knock knock knock. Hey, one of those.
From the back, you hear full volume. It is okay. We have found many things in the refrigerator that are good for eating. There is also beers.
Ah, nice.
My friend here has gone very quiet. I do not know what they are saying now.
It seems that the door has relocked itself. Is there any other way out of there?
I believe the fire safety rules in your country say there must be.
Could the door possibly just lock on the inside?
That is a very good question, and I had not thought of this. Is it just locked from the inside?
It's a key.
Okay, so it's like a double cylinder lock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most totally makes sense.
The restaurant I worked in as a child, we always kept one in the till.
Are you
Over, try and open the Jimmy open the till. I guess we've come back from the back. So.
okay? So you
My friend Antonio is being very quiet,
all right?
contemplating the horrible backstory that they've just explained to a complete stranger for no good reason.
All
No,
right.
okay.
So
I tried to milk it out of them, and they didn't tell me. Okay.
Okay.
See, Anna, we can still do this. All you need to be able to do is nod and shake your head. That's all you need to be able to do.
we'll be good. So if you're gonna check that,
Yes.
roll.
Yeah.
In the till.
Okay. We are down to 7 because there was another 1 here,
Yes.
right?
7. Yeah.
One
The
6.
key is in the till thing.
Why do they always put it on a stupid piece of yellow plastic? And I throw it over to whoever's standing by the door.
That would be. I mean, you and Antonio are stuck in the back.
Yeah. So
Oh, there's
So,
a
Yes,
door
and-
between us. I thought it was the
Yep.
door to the out to the foyer. Oh, sorry. So we're in the back. Never mind. Take all of that back.
You still found
Did-
the key, though, right?
so you
But I
found the
yelled
key?
that from- yeah. Oh. The till's in the back. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Either way.
That's how it works.
Yeah. And I from our side, I unlock the door and push it open.
Perfect.
Yes,
Oh,
there
so now we
is.
have a key. Oh man, we could
To the
keep
back
this a
door.
secret. We could keep this a secret and just like go in here for tacos at any time that we want until it runs out. This is a great idea.
I
However,
hand-
you-
I
you
hand
hold
the
on- you
key,
hold on to
and
the-
you look down, and there's a 6-pack in my hand with 1 missing.
Good man, good man. I'll crack open a cold one with the boys.
Why do you sell your
as they say.
water in 6-packs?
Well, you did grab the Bud Light. It's not my fault.
There was nothing in a proper
Wait.
sized bottle. Showing you a 26-ounce bottle. Yeah.
We were
And one-
considering checking out the roof.
Yes.
There might be one of those stupid lights that they fire in the sky for God only knows why.
Or lights
There's
anywhere.
definitely one of those.
Lights anywhere, I think. I mean, we can stay here and eat these godforsaken tacos. They are very good, but they are already coming back. Oh. But we can
Yes,
stay here and eat them
they do that.
forever. Or we can go and try and find some place where we can, I don't even know, have a life.
And
Right.
nearby are the doors to the top level bar. So there is
Ah.
light out there. And it is outside.
Literally, light at the end of the bar tunnel, and I'm through the doors into the bar, behind the bar, looking out the windows, but I'm behind the bar looking for proper bottles. Vodka, preferably with Cyrillic writing on the front.
Hmm.
This is the top shelf like VIP bar, so they
Okay, yeah.
probably have it.
Yeah.
Let me know if they have a nice Kentucky bourbon back there while you're looking.
That's one of the brown ones, yes. And I just grab a random bottle of brown alcohol and put it on the counter behind me.
Then I look at it and I'm like, you
it's-
uncultured swine.
It's
This
Canadian
is Jack
Club.
Daniels.
It's-
Oh, God.
It's really shitty.
It's really
Canadian
shitty.
rye. We do some good ryes, but CC is not one of them.
While you're out there,
Mhm.
everyone can hear this. But it seems to be in your own head. It's whispers. Something is trying to get you to just listen to it. And it's saying everything you want to hear. If you listen close enough.
Yes, we need to leave this place immediately.
Why?
We cannot stay here. We are surrounded.
What? Do you hear that?
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, like, you just said something crazy, and I heard something crazy. Are we both hearing the crazy thing?
I'm
Like,
going
or
to. I knew we were heading towards like a door towards that side, right?
It is outside. It is open air. It's just lit up.
Is it like a
If I were
artificial light
to-
or sunlight?
Artificial.
Okay.
If I were to kind of approach the edge, would they get louder?
Yes. And you can hear. You can do everything. You can bring peace.
is anyone else hearing that? Am I the only one?
It's just the whisper for you, isn't it?
For him, it's
Well,
more.
yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I'm hearing somebody like whisper in my ear. Does anyone else hear this?
Nearly
It's not a
shouting in
whisper.
mine, other than you.
It's not a whisper, it is a promise. And I start walking towards the door.
Ivor, where you go? Come on. We gotta follow him. I don't know. Look, these things are freaking me out.
No, just ask. Ivor, are you going to an outside door or inside door?
What's available?
There's only
Oh.
one entrance.
We were on like a terrace
An
thing,
open
I
air
guess,
terrace.
so-
Oh,
where
so
we
yeah.
were.
okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just outside. I'm heading towards this light. If the voices get stronger as I head that way, then even more so. Yeah, absolutely. I'm heading that way.
They're not getting stronger as much as they're trying to get in more.
Right.
So they're more persistent.
I let them
Ivor,
in.
what are you doing?
I don't resist
Yeah.
at all. I'm ignoring the humans behind me, and I'm just wholeheartedly giving myself over to the voices. I believe.
They're telling you. Open one of them. Break something. Please.
Do I get the idea, the impression they're talking about like windows, or
Windows,
they
doors.
want in? That's all they want, right?
They want in and they want the lights gone.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just start walking right towards the door. The light we'll figure out in a minute, but I gotta get this door open first.
I'm going to kind of chase after a little bit. It's like, oh, where are you going?
I'm in lockstep with Rosen, trying to figure out what the hell's going on, because Ivor's really freaking me out now. I'm already hearing voices, and now he's running after him.
Do not run away from things I fear. I face them.
Well, that's cool. I mean, you could face him, but can
Does
you
that
at
mean
least
you're
tell us what's
afraid of
going
the
on?
door?
I'm going to go to the source of that light and find out what it is.
All right. Well,
But,
let's stick together.
But that is the door back inside. The light's the other way.
Well, most of the light would be coming from the rest of the.
We're
Arena,
lit from
so-
inside, but
I thought there was one of those lights that were kind of going into the sky kind of things. That's what we were looking for.
you hear a
Either-
ridiculous sentence. Yes, and if we open the door, we can let the light out and the darkness in.
Why would we want to do that?
But it said it had enough for everybody. They just had to take its gift.
That is not what I heard it say.
What did it tell you?
It told me it wanted in.
I'm glad that it told you that it wanted in. I'll tell you what it told me. I just had like the most important thing ripped from me. And it was ripped from me because I was too careless with the people that were underneath me. And guess what? Like, I won't be allowing this to be happening anymore. You can't just give in to the things that you want.
Do not
Perhaps
trust
we
them.
should get Antonio's opinion.
If you have heard their calls, their promises, do not trust them. They lead you closer, and then they kill you.
See? He's on my side with this. Let's just I'm done with being out here. Like, let's just, Ivor, let's just grab the Stolechnia, all right? Let's grab it and just go back inside. We'll be fine. We'll figure something out later. This isn't good. Maybe there's a different place to look outside that's not this crazy.
Do we have any idea what time of the day or night it should be? I mean, I know it's dark outside, but no, okay. It's just been dark for 10 days. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I am not happy staying here for the rest of my taco-ridden life. I have to leave.
Take whatever food we can grab. Try to find non-perishables if possible.
I don't even know where to go.
Well, why don't we
Even
go?
if
Why
we
don't
were-
we? Let's go. Let's go back. We have the key. Let's go back in there. Try to find whatever we can scrounge up, and then let's go see if we can find like some sort of truck or something to get out of here. Then, because we're just gonna die in here if we don't. We got to figure out somewhere else to go.
And
We
what
can't
about the
keep
others?
eating the tacos. Fuck the others. Like, I don't care who else is here. Look, we were able to find this stuff. It's ours now. Like,
And while you're discussing this, you notice something odd begin to happen with the lights. They're flickering. Not in a pattern, but randomly, as if someone or something is messing with the generators. And they're going to go out at any moment.
Get inside now.
yeah, we have to go inside.
Discussing this here is fruitless endeavor anyway.
Ivor, come in. Do not stay outside.
One long look towards the harbor, and then turning back inside. So, we are going to find out who is messing with the generator? Is that the next mission?
Whoever
I
is
really don't
messing with the
care.
lights, yes.
I don't really care who's messing with the generator. I think that we should just get the fuck out.
And we
Then
will.
why didn't you leave so long ago?
But if the
Well, I
lights
was-
go out before we can
was
leave,
just- Well, it was just me, and I'm not, not good on my own. I gotta have a team.
And
didn't
with
make it.
The guard that you saw earlier comes around the corner. Like, he is running for his life. He is pale, and he's just saying one thing: stay out of the dark. Stay in the light. Stay out of the dark. Stay in the light. And it's almost like he is hollow. Less of a person than he used to be. They don't even look at you. They just run headlong into the exits.
Can I try and trip him on the way by?
Yeah. Roll.
Okay, we're down to 7 still.
Yes.
Whoops. Now we're down to 6, and I failed.
Yes. And this is when we decide, are we putting out our first candle and changing our first scene?
That seems reasonable. Yeah, this is at least to me. Don't let me decide.
All right.
That's
So
my
this
inner
is-
DM jumping out there.
This is our first scene end. And what that means is that we go through our truths. The first truth is and will always be, it is dark. And since you rolled it, you get to say the next one, Kevin.
Oh, it is waiting.
Kyle.
When the guard tripped, he accidentally fell on his gun and blew his own brains out.
All right. Nick.
I love watching the gears work. It's just so much fun.
Yeah. Even
It-
LEDs have points of darkness.
Say that one more time.
My thought. I don't know how you really want to word this, but even LEDs have points of darkness.
Okay.
Okay.
No light is complete. Yeah. There's always a shadow.
All right. Anna.
They are not to be trusted.
Okay.
You have found a camp in the Ocala National Forest.
Okay.
So now one candle is technically gone?
Yes.
Mhm.
I got rid of the one. Any of our viewers on Twitch will see that there is a panel between the narrator and the information and us, and on that panel were 10 candles, and there are now 9. So,
And Kevin, back to you.
oh, with more truths.
We have to have 9 truths.
9 truths.
Oh, I see. Okay. They will help those who help them.
That's interesting. Kyle.
It started to rain.
I love that one.
Yeah.
And Nick with our last one.
Though thunder sounds, lightning is nowhere to be seen.
Interesting for the lightning capital of the world, wouldn't you say?
That's the only way to freak you guys out, right? Wait a minute. Was that thunder without lightning?
Yeah.
Is that a storm swell without a storm?
You hear the storm coming, you go,
you
okay,
appear to be
cool.
muted.
There's going to be lightning. No, it's like, oh,
Am I muted?
There you go. You're fixed.
Okay. After the guard died, you left, taking flashlights, one for each of you, and a working vehicle. You made it to the Ocala National Forest, where you've made camp. But it has started to rain, and the Floridian of the group notices that although they hear thunder, they do not see lightning. Go ahead.
Have you guys heard any like wildlife while we were out here?
No.
I wouldn't know
Not
what
any that I
noises
can-
to expect in this part of the world.
I haven't heard anything. Not an owl, not a bear, not even a fucking mosquito. Like, do you guys? Don't you see, like, don't you find that odd? Like, maybe it's just me.
It is not something I would have noticed, but yes, now that you mention it.
I
They
mean,
take everything. Everything they can grab, they take.
They who? Who is this they you are speaking of?
Look around. Do you not hear them?
And indeed, you do hear the whispers just right off the side where the light of your campfire doesn't reach.
I make a great show of listening very hard. No.
How peculiar.
if we want to keep this going, we should probably make sure we get the wood somewhere dry.
We are building some sort of a lean-to for the evening.
Does it ever? Have you seen the light in days? What is evening?
Evening is when you are tired and you are drunk and you go to sleep. That is evening.
Can agree.
Where are you all going? I want to go to my ship.
Ship.
Yes, it has its own
It-
generator. I can get miles and miles away from land.
Wait, you have a ship somewhere? Why didn't you tell that before we decided to come to Ocala of all places?
It is not so much my ship. It is a ship I was working on before this foolishness began.
Do you think it's still there?
I know it is still there. We were, how you put it, quarantined when this shit began.
Yeah, how big is it though?
It is small by oil tanker standards.
Oh. Well. So. Oh, then you must have been in Tampa then. Look, we're like halfway there. Let's just go.
We should
Like,
rest.
I mean, it's fucking raining. There's nothing here. We haven't found.
I'm
We haven't
looking at
found.
the
We
RT to see
haven't.
how they respond. So,
We haven't found any food anywhere. I mean,
these tacos are getting mushy.
yeah.
I think we might have an issue going forward because I don't believe we have enough gas to move at least by the vehicle. Where else do you think we would have camped?
That's a good point.
We should try to find a place to rest. We will reach nothing if we are too tired to keep going.
Oh, maybe you're right.
And for you, Antonio, out of the darkness, you hear a very familiar voice of a young woman. Antonio? Antonio! Where are you?
Louisa!
And you can kind of see very far off what looks to be possibly a lighter.
Do we all see this?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm watching it.
player Anna is so conflicted because Antonio would go, but
Then you gotta go.
Oh.
You gotta be Antonio.
Gotta go.
Gotta be Antonio.
my
It's okay. There'll be another Antonio tomorrow. Kill a character. It feels really, really good. No, I'm serious. I just.
we all have a flashlight, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, he would be grabbing his flashlight tight in his hand, pointing it at the ground directly beneath his feet, but like from above like this, so that it still covers part of his face, even though it blinds him a little, but just enough so that nothing can try to grab at his face. The rest of the body, you know, but at least the face. And he's gonna go running after. Luisa, estou aqui, estou aqui.
And everyone can see this tiny little lighter basically run through the forest.
Is it running towards us?
No.
Vem cá,
It's
pra
almost-
aqui.
It's
Nesta
almost
altura.
running like this. Like it would miss you guys through the trees.
He's calling after her in Portuguese because it is their mother tongue.
Yep.
And he's calling for her to come to him.
In Portuguese, she'd be saying, I can't find you. It's too dark.
Then stop. I'm just going to say this in English so that everyone can understand,
Yep.
but
Mhm.
I want to make it clear he is speaking in Portuguese.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
And-
here. Stop. I'll get to you. Just stay still.
And you
And he's going to be running towards the
and
light.
you see it kind of stop and do a circle.
I am just
Big
watching.
circle or small circle?
It would be small enough so that it looks like somebody has like just turned around with it. Like they're trying to see.
Okay. Then yeah, he would be running through, weaving between the trees, but directly towards the lighter.
And what is everyone else doing?
I'm staring at this, wondering what the hell is going on, and asking the other two if they know what the fuck they're saying, because I don't speak Portuguese.
No.
Yeah.
I'm watching Antonio charge into the darkness, and if you're really paying attention, you'd notice he's got a couple fingers sort of dug in under his collarbone, and he's just squeezing that little pain spot in there while he's watching Antonio charge off to their almost certain death.
Also, I know
He's
that
enjoying it
my
way too
Zoom.
much. Just a little grin.
So I know that my Zoom freaked out, but when you asked what he was talking about,
Yeah.
he would have said, "I have to find someone. I have to find her."
Yeah.
You
And
wouldn't
all I
have
said while you
given
were-
more than that, but
Yeah.
he would
All
have
I
told
said
you
while you
to
were
her.
gone was I tried to milk Antonio for their pain. Basically, is what I did. Like, I wanted your story because I wanted to hear
Yeah.
how much it hurt. So
No, he would have just
There.
said that he's looking for someone, looking for her.
Yeah.
And Rosen?
Ivor, I am not particularly technically inclined. Do you know if, even if we're out of gas, if there's anything we'll be able to use off of this this thing that got us so far? Whether it be a car, truck, otherwise, anything we can use out of it?
I mean, energy is going to be of some power wherever we go. Perhaps the battery. We have to be able to carry it.
Oh, maybe useful if we take that in.
Perhaps in
maybe-
the morning we find another vehicle. Eh?
Maybe. If we have a
Whatever
battery and it
morning means.
happens to be flat, then we have something at least to use.
Anna, can you roll for me? It would be 9.
Oh, it does reset at the start of every scene. Okay.
Let me just. So rolling 9.
Yep.
Oof.
Oh,
Okay.
oh dear.
Do you
That's
want to
2
burn
ones.
one of your things?
Your virtue or your vice? You have to burn
Or
those two
the-
first, right?
I would
Or
probably.
just take the fail.
Yeah,
Could
or
say
just take the
take
fail.
it as well. The scene could then the scene would reset.
And you can use that to your advantage in theory. Or disadvantage.
By burning one of my virtues, do the dice stay the same?
You re-roll, is it? Or how
You
does
can
that-
re-roll.
You re-roll the 2 ones.
Oh,
Okay.
cool. Okay.
Then yeah, I'm going to burn my vice of shame.
All right. So then you're going to tell everyone how does shame help you find this person that is possibly running through the forest?
It's a great inspiration.
Good question.
And if you would like, again, roll 2.
To replace
And that might
those
help
ones
you.
with.
The thing is that my mind is drawing a blank at the worst possible time.
It's all good.
Yep.
If you can't come up with anything, say so, and somebody else here will fill in the blank. It's a team
Yeah.
storytelling thing.
Yep.
Yeah, because I can't come up with a way
Okay.
that shame.
So roll those 2d6 because I got an easy one for you.
Yeah.
You keep
Not
remembering
unless
all-
it would have been something very silly.
you keep remembering
And-
all
and
the
it will-
times that you failed to save her in the past.
Oh,
The
No,
shame
that-
of that drives you forward into whatever darkness, fear, and anger is out there. It means nothing to you now because this is fucking it. This time, the darkness is not winning. This time, you're saving her.
So re-roll
that
those
does
2
make
ones.
sense. So
Roll
yeah,
2d6. I'll
all
get out of my
the
DM's
times
again
that
now.
she.
It's fine.
Sorry, I sat right in your friggin' lap on that one. I apologize.
No. I appreciate it. All the times that
It
she
helps
got
me.
hurt under his watch, that he didn't then had to help
Yep.
her get patched up.
Yep.
Give us 2d6 to replace those ones. I like this system. There's a lot of math involved in playing with this system, and I am
So
a math
do
junkie.
I
just
just
do
click the
how
button
many
again and
candles
just
and
put
How many
2?
Mhm.
and we'll
Yep.
replace those 2 ones with whatever you roll. I can't help thinking halfling luck. A 6.
Oh,
for the
God,
team.
there's a
So now
6.
it's a
Oh,
success.
thank
Good
God.
Lord.
So yeah, thinking about all the times that he's failed her,
When the dice help you tell the story.
Right.
that she's gotten hurt under his watch, and he's like, no, even if the shadows take me, I have to reach her. If for nothing else than to give her my flashlight so that she can stay safe, even if they take me.
And what that means is you have successfully saved your sister. And as you two walk back into camp, everyone else sees Antonio and his younger sister Luisa walk in.
I'm so
Antonio.
glad you're okay. I thought
You
I
don't
thought I
mind
had lost
interjecting
you.
something.
It, I was in a. They brought me over here. We weren't that far, and I just left. What?
It's gonna be okay.
You need to listen to me. We need to get out of here. Those things, I've seen them do things that there aren't words for it.
And how do you suggest we do that?
And she looks at Rosen and she goes, we walk if we have to, but always with light.
Okay.
Keep to the light. They can't get you. They can't grab you. They can't hurt you.
I don't know how, but they didn't get me. And she's going to look Ivor right in the eyes, and you'll know what that means.
Oh boy. Oh, they.
Kind of a little grin. Then we walk.
Play has a very bad feeling
Ivor,
that I
you help
have
me with this
just
before I,
taken in
before I
someone
explode?
that has a little passenger inside their being.
I also suggest we walk very quickly. I don't know how long batteries last.
Let's go.
Each of us should shine the flashlight on another one of us. Do not falter.
Ivor, do you think we could do anything with the headlight in the car battery?
It would
We could
work.
definitely do that. Take out one of the headlights, hook it up to the battery. It'll
Yeah.
last for a while.
If you don't put a resistor about 30 seconds.
Yeah. But this is a fantasy game, so you shush. You take your
Don't worry.
physics.
Frozen
This is why
doesn't
you don't
know.
let
That's why
this is
he's
you
asking
never
me
let
for.
engineers game ever.
Who wants to roll for taking out the battery and creating what I had another player call bronchita?
Ivor, do you help me with this with your mechanical knowledge, or
What makes you think I have mechanical knowledge?
you said you at least had a boat and you thought we could
I
get it
work
to go on the water?
ship. I am purser on the ship. I keep everyone's money.
I see. So we will see what happens.
I can kind of help. I've changed a tire.
Oh wow,
Goes as well as you would expect.
that's too
Positive
much.
with positive.
Frozen is
net.
not mechanically inclined as you would.
He electrocutes himself.
Do you
Positive
want
to positive, earth to negative.
Do you
As
want
far
to
as I've no heard.
one of
Yeah,
your right
it's red to
emoji?
black, black to red, right?
Yeah. This is it.
You take off the negative and you put it on the chassis.
Yeah, it's a carbon fiber chassis that didn't work. Wooden ground. Anyway. So yeah, 2 1s.
Do you want to take the L?
No, it's your charitable.
For an overpowered flashlight.
Yeah.
Do you burn something?
All right. What would you like to burn?
Yeah, fine. Going to burn the vice of envy, particularly, finding out that, of course, the person I thought was, mechanically inclined was just the bursar. I was like, oh yeah, socialist brother, from the motherland, that whole thing.
You should have been able to tell from my soft hands.
Well, that's why we did not shake.
I'm sure this is not supposed to be funny. I can't help myself.
Oh no.
Oh,
The fact that I got back at Kyle, I'm happy. So roll 2.
2?
2d6.
Yeah, to replace those ones. Oh, roll some more ones and make them pointless. No,
At least it's neutral.
they're just
Up.
pointless. Yeah.
All
Yep.
right. And with that, the scene ends.
Down to 8.
And we also don't have flashlight, I think.
And Nick,
All right, truths.
you rolled. So you start.
Okay.
Because the first truth is always it is dark.
Yes. It is dark. Does this build onto the other truths, or is this a completely clean slate, new truths?
The old truths stay, I think.
Yes, they do
Yeah.
stay.
Old truths stay. Okay. So my thought is, in attempting to make the flashlight, there was a resulting brief flash of light, which was extremely bright, but burnt out the battery and blew up the light bulb he was attempting to connect. What would you, as the narrator, say the effect of that would be? even if extremely temporary.
I'll
So just-
explain when we head back into scene 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is
So just
close
the
enough.
flashlight fails as the truth. His super
Flashlight fails
Oh yeah,
bright
the
and
flashlight fails.
spectacularly.
Yep.
Need more paper.
So Anna,
Not all is as it appears.
you have found a camper? Is that what I'm thinking of? Or is it one of those buses?
Recreational vehicle or
Like
camper?
a RV.
An RV
RV? Okay.
to help you.
So-called mobile homes. At least in here. Kind of.
Mobile home is different here. That's what goes in a trailer park.
Yeah.
You can take the
Yeah.
wheels. You can take the wheels off a mobile home.
Kevin?
Slightly different.
The storm worsens because they always do.
Kyle?
Rosen can no longer use his left hand. It seemed to have been completely paralyzed in the accident.
Right. 2 more. Nick?
There are distant sirens and the whipping of wind.
Sirens. That's interesting.
Anna? You get our last truth for scene 2.
Got your sister back. Yeah.
I kind of want I want something, but I don't know if it would be too corny.
What? Go ahead.
There is hope if you push forward.
All right.
I can see that. You look down at your sister, and it's like, now there's hope in this world. There has to be. Right?
Well, coming into scene 3. When Rosen was working on the car, a flash occurred due to whatever error. And in that moment, you hear a scream that is so primal and so horrific sounding. It almost feels like your ears are going to bleed. And in that same moment, I'm going to give this one to only Antonio. He can feel his sister shudder while holding her. And with that, though, that light, you can see an RV pretty close by in the woods. And as the storm worsens, Rosen's hand is hurting. It's that nummy feeling that almost is like it's going out. Sirens and the wind is picked up. And what were you going to say?
I was just gonna ask, the scream, is it outwards or is it in our heads?
Both.
Okay.
you can also tell they're mad.
I do the
God
most
damn it,
card thing.
Rosen.
Yeah.
You fucked that up. I mean, we did see the RV over there, and we can probably get out of here now. But you know what? But still, like, what the hell was that, man? And now they're screaming and shit. Just come on, let's get out of here. And now there's some fucking siren. Like, what the hell happened?
And you did not choose to help?
Well, you seemed like you had, you knew what the hell you were doing. I'm just sitting there like, all right,
And
I
I
guess
thought
he
we
knows
were
what
on
he's
your
doing,
boat.
and I'm just gonna let him do the thing, Fuck if
turn
I
off
know.
I turn off my
You should be
flashlight.
on or off.
Off. Just quietly in the background. Well, you guys are arguing.
Look, maybe there's some gas in that RV over there. Let's go check it out and then get as far away from those sirens as possible, because I don't know about you guys, but I know exactly what them sirens are. And that is that something bad is happening in this damn forest, and I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I start kicking the fire around, like breaking it up so the rain will put it out as we're leaving.
And considering your disposition of the arena, I figure that leaving somebody behind is perfectly understandable.
Who are we leaving behind? No,
Hopefully
you
nobody
fuckers are
right
coming
now.
with me. This is not a negotiation. You all are coming with me. We're leaving now.
Yep.
And where is Ivor?
I'm heading towards the RV, but like I said, in darkness. I don't have any lights on, and I've put the fire out.
Ivor,
Yes,
where the hell are you?
I am heading towards the recreational vehicle.
Ah, see, he's already got the plan. Let's go. Come on.
If I get to the RV
Okay.
first, I'm going to try the door.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not locked, I'm going to open it and step back so that somebody else can go in first.
Okay, roll.
What are we at now? 8?
8.
8.
Oh,
All right. So,
Okay.
opening the door, the lights turn on, and there is power.
oh.
But a family of raccoons come like jittering out.
Yep.
Declan, what are you doing here?
They just leap back out. Well, that scared the shit out of me.
That's fine. That's just my buddy Rakuko.
All right, then can
Being
anyone
a-
drive
being a-
this thing?
Yeah.
Do we have keys to this thing?
I'm going to look for the keys.
Roll. With brain broke. 6.
6.
So yeah, I did not re-roll, so you've got 2 of our dice there. So
Okay.
Ooh.
Well,
Right.
I lost 2 of them,
yep, there's 2 more.
but I did find the keys.
Yes, you did find the keys. They were in the window visor.
Cool.
Sure.
Hey guys. Should I
We're
start this
now
fucker
down
up?
to 4 dice left, right? Those
Yeah.
last 2 rolls burn 4 of them. So okay.
Should I start this baby up and let's see where we're going?
Frankly, I am interested to see what happens when you turn on the lights. And I get in the back, not in the cab.
So all the way in the back where like the bed would be?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the dark, and I'm shutting off the lights in the back as I go. I want to be in the dark in the back.
Okay.
I
I turn the ignition.
Right, roll.
Yeah.
4.
I will
We
join
stole a
Ivor.
car bomb. Can you imagine? Oh,
Do you want to burn?
No.
That's a really cool roll. I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. I will not burn.
All right, and another light goes out.
So 3 dice left. Eep.
Yay.
And so again, the first one is it is dark. Kyle, you rolled, so it's your turn.
When I turn the ignition, I could tell that the battery was still good, but it was out of gas.
Nick,
The RV is on a hill facing downwards.
all right.
Okay.
I mean, not very Ocala, but we'll go with it.
We are talking about a state with a grand total height of what is like 62 feet or something.
Yeah.
Anna,
There is a med kit inside one of the compartments of the RV.
all right. I think it's me again. Yeah. There is gas, a gas like container.
Yeah.
In the cargo hold. But now you have knocked the RV into neutral.
So we're starting to roll. It's starting to make some noise, right? As it rolls forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I smashed one of the windows as we're to make it. I try and time it with one of the bounces, so it sounds like it broke by accident. But yeah, I smashed one of the windows in the back of the RV.
All right. That's right, right? No. Yes, that's right. That was the last one.
Oh, that was still
Because
the
it would
truth.
be
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
That's what I intended. So.
That
Hmm?
the window breaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
So although it is
In the dark back of the motorhome.
yeah. So although the RV wasn't filled with gas, it had gas in the cargo hold had you checked. And when you turned it on, it went into neutral, facing downhill on a hill. Downwards on a hill. That made sense.
Yep.
With it, you heard a window smash as you were bouncing across rocks and limbs and other things. And you are headed into a river.
Ivor, you might get your boat after all.
Fuck his boat. Do you see how fast we're going down this hill?
Question.
Mhm.
There are some vehicles that have a manual brake that you can pull up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does this one have that?
It would, yes.
Probably hydraulic, I think.
Okay.
Mm.
So it is risky. But I mean, and the ground is wet, but I mean, it's still worth a try.
If I see we're heading for the water, I'm now no longer trying to hide it. I'm smashing that window completely out because I know there's safety glass, so it's going to take a while. But yeah, if we're going in the water, this window's coming out. So,
Yeah.
Well, if
we
there's
fall
an
in the water,
emergency
we're
brake,
gonna need to
yep.
get out.
So who's
Otherwise,
pulling?
we will drown.
Do the e-brake stop on the shore of the beach, maybe?
Who's pulling the e-brake?
So I don't have enough strength to pull the e-brake by myself. I'm gonna need somebody else's help.
I am helping Ivor.
All right. Both of you roll.
So,
No.
three we're down
Oh,
to.
no. So okay,
He's
I said
helping
that I
me,
need
so
help, and
Ryland is
Rosen
waiting.
is
I'm saying I'm
helping
in the back helping
Ivor
Ivor.
punch out windows. So who's helping
Oh.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop
I
the
was
vehicle.
gonna say that Antonio and Luisa would be sitting in the middle
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you're right there. You can leap
because
forward.
because
and help for sure.
I do know that someone sat on the driver's seat and someone sat on the passenger seat. I just don't know who.
It would
Yeah,
be
no
you
one-
actually, because the
It
two of us
would-
are in the back. So
Yeah.
by
All right.
default, you were in the passenger seat. So with your
All right,
sister
that
and me, I
works.
guess.
Antonio, I see it as Antonio brought up and found the e-brake. So
Yeah,
All
that
right,
makes sense. Yeah.
that works. Then Antonio is
Okay,
gonna
so-
try to pull the brake
we're gonna
The two
work
of them
together
with
and try to
together too.
heave
All
it.
right. Both of you roll.
How many candles again? 3?
7.
We have 7.
Oh, 7.
Oh, we're back. Oh, we reset. Right.
No, the
Reset.
dice. All right,
7. Yeah.
don't mind me. I'm just. So 7.
Oof.
Okay.
2 1s, 2 6s.
That's a success.
And a 6.
And a 6. Okay, cool.
So we
Alright.
still lose 2 dice, 7 to you.
Yes, you do. But you have successfully stopped the vehicle. You are, and it is barely,
On the edge of the water.
yeah. And where the water is coming up and surging because the storm is getting worse.
Understandable.
Does the darkness extend out over the water like it extends everywhere else?
Yes.
All right. So now that we're not dead, does anyone want to see if there's any gas around here? Maybe
Look in
check
the
the
back.
cargo hold.
Look in all the containers, under the seats, in the back, in the trunk. Search everything.
Oh,
Who's
they've already-
Emergency supplies.
We have a
Antonio
pretty
would
good,
be searching.
if we want to check out the underside of this thing.
The cargo hold is outside.
Yep.
So do you want to
Alright,
go out
I'm-
this window that we worked so hard to remove?
Now I'm just gonna step out the door.
Okay,
Ivor's
so are
just
you alone?
Sitting on the
Yeah.
bed at the back, clearly not going anywhere.
All right.
In
Since
the
I'm the only one that can do anything around here, I'll just go find the fucking gas. Here we go.
And the minute you step outside, because you said you didn't say you were taking a flashlight, the whispers come.
Mm. I'm now kind of frantic and really freaking out now. But the truth is that there was gas in the cargo hold, so I fucking
There
found
is.
that shit.
There is,
Okay.
and it is
And
enough
now-
to refill this vehicle.
And now I'm filling it up, and I'm starting to fucking lose my shit.
Yes,
So-
because they have gone from whispers to I don't know what above whispers would be, but they're telling you can have your business back. You can go back to the life you had.
This economy.
I'm-
Sure about that?
I'm filling it up. I'm filling up the tank, and I'm now screaming into nowhere. Fuck you! You don't know what my life has been. I can't have back what I had. You don't know anything, you stupid fucking darkness. Like,
Hmm.
and everybody's hearing me just yell
Yeah.
weird shit out the side of the thing.
I
They have
Yeah.
no
take a
clue what's
couple-
going on.
I take a couple steps over and pull the door to the RV shut.
I heard that shut, and I just dropped
Yeah.
the gas can, and I started beating on the door like, "You motherfucker, let me back in!"
It's not locked. It's just closed.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah,
so
well, I
I'm
get
out
it,
of
yeah.
I'm so out of my head that I don't
Yeah.
know that it's not locked.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Did you
now I'm
pour all
banging.
the gas though?
It's still being poured. It's just kind of
Yeah.
stuck
It's just
there.
a gas
Yeah.
can sitting in there. Yeah, draining.
Yeah.
I've opened the door again. I did not want to let anything in while you were out.
Well, damn it! Don't fucking do that to me. I'm hearing all this shit, and no one's ever doing anything. I'm the only other guy that wants to do shit, and you guys, I freaking try to turn on this shit, and it goes down to the river, and we're all gonna die. At least Antonio helped me freaking stop this thing. I don't know what the hell you hooligans are out there breaking fucking windows and shit.
I start very slowly closing the door as he's ranting. Giving him lots of opportunity to come in or stop. But yeah,
I'm just now I'm watching and I'm just like, fuck you, and I walk away and I continue to do the thing. I'm hearing more voices and going crazy. So
Antonio is gonna step out with his flashlight, and he's gonna stand beside you with the flashlight shining in the middle of us both. And he's gonna go, calm down. It will do you no good to be this freaked out right now. It's okay. They haven't gotten us yet. We are still alive. We have gas. The RV works. It's gonna be okay. Calm down. And he's gonna pat you in the shoulder. Slowly, so that you can see that he's lifting his hand, like one hand over here with the flashlight and the other. Lifts it slowly. Pat, pat, pat on the shoulder.
wow.
Ivor, the only thing that seems to be useless, whatever that guy's ranting on about, seems to be my arm, but whatever.
yes. You don't
Search.
think we're getting out of here alive, do you?
Chances are effectively non-existent, what I've seen. We can hardly go, half a town away, much less, an entire continent. So me getting back home is not going to happen.
Who's watching Louisa right now? If anyone.
Would she be kind of in the middle of the RV?
She'd be sitting in the dinette next to the window.
Okay. Because, kind of looking directly at Ivor, but I don't know if I'd be able to see her kind of in the peripheral vision. Because I'm still in the back, kind of where we knocked out the window.
Yeah,
So, I'm probably also
Antonio would have
hearing
stayed
whispers,
with
which
her,
would be fun.
but the other one was freaking out too badly, and we already have enough nerves going around. We don't need someone freaking out. So
Yep.
his sister is relatively safe right now, and he's trusting that the others will tell him if something happens.
So is Ivor the only one who can see her then?
I think she'd be behind you.
If
Well, it
he's in
depends
the
whether, yeah.
if
well,
he's
it
in the
depends
back
who's in
and
the
you guys are
back.
talking like this,
Yeah, then
so he would
Because
be.
I'm
you'd
still in
be
the back,
here and
you're
she'd
by
be
the
behind you
door.
at the dinette, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a bastard, so yes, let's do it that way.
Yes.
She has her hand on the window looking out.
We have one knocked out if you really want to.
Is it those windows that you crank and the little slats go up?
No, it's one of those you can pull it aside,
Okay.
but she has it closed.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Resting her
delicately
hand
have
on
her
the
hand against it, looking out.
that thing that it's
Excuse
it's
me
barely
one
touching.
moment. And I step past Rosen and I reach over and pull the window open. So there's nothing but a screen.
And she looks up at you and she just says, "Thank you." And she goes back to looking out.
And I lean down next to her and whisper in her ear, "Remember, we have a deal."
And she nods. And she just looks out.
I go back to the back of the bus. I didn't even do this to me. I wish that I had this idea, but this idea actually came from an outside source. So
Okay, I'm done filling up the RV.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Who is gonna try the RV again?
Antonio will go back and sit beside her again.
Mm-hmm.
Do I be that guy?
But if no one else steps up, then he probably would
Oh
try
no,
to.
no. You know what? No, Rawson will do it because you challenged him. You said he was useless, and he's either going to plow us into a river, or this is somehow going to go fine with a bum arm.
All right.
So-
And
Before we turn on the thing again, can we search the inside for,
would you like to?
yep,
All right.
for supplies, either med kits or
All right. So the
maybe
med
a
kit you
pocket
get,
knife or
the med kit you get,
tools, something.
Yeah,
And-
medkit you have.
you have. So you're going to roll for anything extra.
How many do we roll again?
That is 5.
Yes.
We're at 5.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
I was expecting
Oh yeah, no,
so
I'm
much
not going to
worse.
drive.
Oh
I'll
my
go for something in the
god.
truck. Okay.
All right. Not only did you find the med kit that you already had, you have found food. You have found that there is oh Jiminy Cricket, what is it called? The thing to
One of
cook by
those-
gas.
Oh,
Grills?
propane
The-
tank.
A propane tank so that you can
Oh,
use
okay.
the gas stove in the
I was
RV.
thinking like one of those like things that you keep stuff warm with. So it's like the solid fuel. I was thinking more like that.
Oh, I was thinking because these things like have full kitchens now.
Okay. Sure,
So-
propane tank, that makes sense.
Yeah, the propane tank you have, and you found an entire cupboard of food and and multiple flashlights.
Is there a specific number? Because currently we have each of us, except for
4 and a lighter, I
Lisa,
think.
have 1 flashlight. If I'm not mistaken.
So I would say probably
Or
5.
we had. Okay.
So it's 9 total.
So he's gonna take another one
Mhm.
besides his own, because he already had one. He's gonna take one for himself, so that he has 2. And he's gonna tell all the others, "There's more flashlights over here. If anyone wants to take one, or at least save the batteries in case your current flashlight loses power."
I immediately run and grab one because I'm out of my head at the moment.
Yeah, you're freaked out.
I just grab it and
Also,
get away from the area.
question. Rosen's hand, is it just bruised? Is it without
is-
feeling, or is it wounded?
Supposedly it is paralyzed and does not work.
He can't feel it. And the problem with
Okay.
that is if you're going to do anything when you can't feel your hand, it
You're just
doesn't
gonna-
work.
You're just gonna bump
Yeah,
things like
It's
this.
going to be like, I can't tell if I'm doing this even correctly.
They're trying to drink something after going to the dentist. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Anna rolled
so-
incredibly well.
Yes, I see this.
So that would be me rolling for how does the RV move?
You're going to roll. No, that's right. It just needed gas. You're going to roll for getting out and away from the river.
Out and away from the river. Okay, so it did start.
Yes.
How do I do you want me to do anything in particular, or is it just easy to say what goes wrong if something goes wrong?
Tell us what happens if something goes wrong.
Understood.
And
Yeah.
where Antonio said that he was sitting next to his sister. Where is
I don't know how many seats are in the front.
there's 2 in front, 2 in the dinette. There's
Mhm.
probably a bunk bed and a large bed in the back.
Yeah, I'm still in the large bed at the back, sitting on that.
All right.
There's
So
also
where-
I'm assuming
With
that she
no
would be
flashlight
sitting
on
in the
in the
middle.
dark.
a window open with screen as well as a window out in the bed.
Yeah.
As far as where things
But
are.
there's also enough light kind of shining in from the front.
Okay.
After I
I'm
grabbed my
watching-
flashlight, I went ahead and just sat in the passenger seat, just trying to
Calm down.
regain my composure.
Yeah. And I'm just
this-
watching Antonio's sister, just staring.
And she's just staring out
Good
the window.
lord. You should have
Wow.
lost an arm long ago.
All right. Not only
Right.
are you able to get the RV away from the river and back up the hill, you have it in the right direction for Tampa. With I'm so sorry. I want to call you like Tybalt, but it's Ryland.
That is a
Do
Shakespeare.
you bite your thumb at me, sir?
I do put my thumb at you, sir.
Or at
If you
least
don't
in
mind,
your
I'm
general
just
direction.
some chocolate because I have a feeling that this is not gonna last.
It's gonna be
I
chocolate.
need chocolate.
Yes.
The following scene may
with-
require chocolate.
With Ryland helping you in the passenger seat to tell you which way to go.
Hey, Rosen, I just want to tell you that, I'm sorry for freaking out back there. And, you did a good job getting us away from that river there. We were really in a tough spot. But you know what? I have hope. I have all the hope in the world that we're going to get to that boat in Tampa and we're going to be all good. Nothing bad is going to happen from here on out. I can feel it in my bones.
Of course, you had to jinx it. As well, wouldn't you?
Then I feel good for you that you don't have to stare out in the darkness like I do right now.
Well, he's sitting up with you.
I mean, I'm assuming he's kind of looking more driver's side talking as opposed to kind of looking out at the nothing that is.
Yeah.
But he might be kind of looking more out. I don't know.
Which way are you looking?
I'm kind of looking at him and out in front of us at the same time, kind of, doing one of those like, hey, type of deals.
So with that, while you're doing that, quickly, you think you see someone that you knew from work. Someone who hurt you.
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh my God. Is that Tim? Is that motherfucker? Run him over! He's the guy that stole my business from me. Don't you fucking stop for me. I see him. He's trying to wave us out. Don't fucking stop for him. He's a bastard.
Rosen, what do you do?
He'll fuck you and not even think twice about it.
Rosen, you don't see this.
Oh, I don't see anything.
No.
In that case, Ryland, do you try to push the steering wheel?
No, I'm just sitting there like you're
You're
driving
basically just
by
raging
him
out
because you
loud.
don't see him. You're just driving by him because you don't see him. So I'm like, good riddance, you fucker. And I just like yell off to him, and you're kind of sitting at looking at me like I'm crazy.
What is everyone else doing with this outburst?
In the back, I just stick my arm out the window to about there, just to about the elbow.
You feel something almost grab on.
Mutter, you can do better than that.
It doesn't hurt you. It's just grabbing on like it's taking your hand to come in.
I put it in the shadow behind my back. Look at the faces.
I sure
So happy. I'm so happy.
I sure am glad you drove by that guy, Rosen. He was a real dick. Have I ever told you the story of how they took my company from me? 10 years. I poured blood, sweat, and tears into that place, all for them to just kick me out.
Out of the bathroom comes Tim. You didn't put any work into it. I'm the one who did all of it.
What?
I'm the one that did all the coding, all the work. If anything, you're Steve Jobs and I'm the other guy.
It would be Steve Wozniak, but
Wozniak. I couldn't remember the W name.
how dare you? I mean, how dare you?
What did
The
I
truth
do?
comes out.
He kind of goes to sit with Antonio
And how the hell did you get in here?
This was my RV. Not like you could afford one.
But I just saw you outside. How did you get in here?
Yeah, you
It's
just saw
our
me
RV now.
outside.
I was beside you with the flashlight, but I came in just like you. That's why I was outside, in case you don't remember.
See, they all remember me coming in.
No, but I just saw you while we were driving. How'd you get in while we were driving?
Yeah, you've always been the crazy type.
I'm not
I
crazy.
mean, I'm assuming that none of us can hear this. We can just hear him.
No, you can see Tim.
Is it the left
we
or right
can.
that
Oh,
this
I
is?
thought.
Here. Yeah.
I thought it was the same
Nope.
thing. Like
he is.
Is the darkness?
I thought it was
back,
still
or-
the thing.
You can't feel it anymore.
Okay. So
I don't know how you got-
grinning and watching Tim now.
Then Antonio wouldn't have said any of that. I thought he was still hallucinating. But if it's an actual person, then
It is now a person.
Tim, how did you get in? I don't give a shit if it's your RV. Fuck you. Fuck everything about you. I want to know how you got in here.
I was in the bathroom when you stole it.
You were outside. There was nobody in here.
Outside, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And where were you when this thing was rocketing towards our death?
I was in the bathroom. Did you want me to come out with my pants below my ankles?
Well, you had your pants down by your ankles when you were fucking my wife.
Oh, here we go with that again. Mm-hmm.
In my office.
Mm-hmm.
And then you took my company from me.
I'm just telling you all so you all know. He was stated by the state itself as having delusions.
But no.
I just thought you all should know in court.
I have never. No, I have not. No, I am not delusional.
Mm-hmm.
These things actually happened to me.
Again, the state named you insane. That's why I got the company.
Are you
You
guys
a
really
worker?
going to believe this?
If you kind of turned your head, if you turn to look at us, I've got my arm out the window again.
And what are you doing with your hand
Just
out the
waiting.
window?
Just waiting. I'm just checking something. Oops,
I'm
wrong
driving.
accent. I
You
am
have not
just
given me
checking
directions in the past 10 minutes.
Antonio is kind of confused, but also exasperated. Like, I did not sign up for this kind of expression, you know.
How's Antonio's sister? What's she doing? What's her name? I forgot.
Louisa.
Luisa.
And Louisa is just looking out the window. She hasn't given Tim any mind.
I mean, are you guys really going to believe this guy? I mean, we've been together all this time. Like, are you guys going to believe this? Like, I haven't been delusional. I found us tacos. Does it sound like a delusional person to you? I don't think so.
Honestly, I'd rather just leave all of the kind of shit behind. We have to work together if we want to do anything.
Is the
See,
wind
this
getting
man
Bringing
has
all
the
of
right
this
idea.
tension over here, it's not going to
And
help
yes,
anyone.
the wind has gotten worse.
Okay. So that means it's going to be harder to control the RV. If not, it's
Yes.
trying to even possibly lift off the ground just a little bit more than it was before.
Especially with a
You
bunch of
can
busted
feel
windows
the
letting
power
wind
of the
in, for
wind.
Sure. Yeah.
You can feel the wind shaking the RV slightly. That kind of push.
Yep.
And
I'm so irate now that this guy who ruined my life is now in this RV with me. I get up and I grab him to push him out of the door while it's going.
Could you not throw somebody who has both arms out the door, please?
Nope, I'm doing it.
Can you calm down?
No, I cannot calm down. This man ruined my life.
And you're about to commit murder in front
Roll.
of me. Behind me, technically.
I heard the magic word.
Oh, he'll be fine.
I said it like 3 times. And he just hasn't.
who's
Oh,
rolling?
he'll be fine. Okay, so I have to roll 5. Right?
5? 7.
It's,
We're down to 5.
No, we're down to 5.
5, yes.
Yeah, we're still on 7 seeds, but 5 dice. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Up, I got a 6. All right,
out he goes.
You
out he goes.
out he
And
goes.
he just and
while
we
he
can't
does,
see him.
No, but while he does, you can feel him, and his touch is frozen to you. It feels like it is sucking energy out of you when he goes to reach for you, and he falls out. And you just kind of see him disappear into the brush.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, I don't know about delusional, but you're definitely murderer.
I didn't murder him. He'll be fine. People
I'm
fly out of
going
these fucking
to,
cars anyway. Like, fuck it. We're not even going that fast. It's fine. He'll be
Are
fine.
you going?
I meant more
Are you
fine
going
than
to
whatever
push us
killed all
out
the
too?
people.
Well, he deserved it.
Not knowing what's going on, I'm going to start slowing down.
If we go against you, will you also push us off of the fucking RV?
No. Why would I do that? I've kept you guys here with me the whole time. You're my crew. I always look out for my crew.
In Portuguese, Luisa leans over to Antonio and just says, "He's really scary to me. I think we need to get rid of him."
I was always good to my people.
And
They-
he was not your
they-
people?
I was great to him, and he fucked me in the end.
And you had a chance to forgive, and you threw him out of an RV?
But he ruined my life and stole my wife and fucked her in my own office and all this stuff. There's nothing you guys
Yes.
could do that would be worse than that.
We can't trust him.
And he was someone that could help us in the future if only you could put away your misgivings. But instead, you chose to push him out. If we go against you, if we somehow wrong you, are you going to do the same to us?
I don't even think that's a thing. I don't even know why you guys are going all nuts about this. He was a real bastard. I mean, would you be? I mean, like, you know, would you be okay if I threw Charles Manson out the door? Of course you would, because he's a real fuck.
What if this is just one of his delusions?
You know?
I need to pee, and I go into the bathroom where Tim was, and I close the door and turn on my flashlight. Little tiny room with a big bright source of light.
You guys will be fine.
Has the RV
Voices.
stopped yet?
It's definitely slowed down considerably.
Why are we slowing down?
I do
Frozen.
not know these gallon things.
You haven't driven a car in the United States?
I am used to liters. And things
Well,
that
is
are
it-
rated in kilograms.
Well, is it close to 0 or the F button? Or the E, right? The E? 0, E? Is it anywhere near there?
It goes to E and then
Seems
below
insane
that it
to
goes
me.
to F.
Yeah, it goes back to F.
You're effed.
I do not believe the cam was particularly large.
Well, I mean, it was big enough to get us further than this. We haven't even gone anywhere, really.
You did put the fuel cap on, right?
I think so. I mean, it's dark. I thought I put it on.
Ryland,
It's
what
probably
do you
that
It
fucking
was-
Tim. He was
it was
probably
safe.
in that bathroom the whole time, fucking siphoning gas right into his gullet.
It was
Right
safe to
into his
assume-
gullet.
It was safe to assume that Antonio would have to put back the thing once it was done. Because like he stayed beside Ryland as he was putting the gas in, so I'm assuming that he would have closed the little tap thing.
Okay.
But he's gonna get up, go over to Ryland, put both hands in his shoulders, like that tight grip that it's like to stop someone in place.
Mhm.
And he's gonna, would you please calm the fuck down? We do not need this right now. He was tossed outside. He was in the bathroom, then he was in the bathroom. He could not have gone outside without us seeing him. He
Well-
is not to blame for the gas
Well,
problem
he was
or whatever
outside.
it is.
He was outside and then he came inside. And I still haven't figured out how that was the case. So why would it not be as crazy a thought to think that he was outside, then back inside, then back outside? You never know. Fuck it. I don't fucking know. And then I just go sit down.
Are
Still
you done?
angry?
I don't answer.
So
He's gonna stare at him for a while to see what he does. Are you just gonna be sitting there angry?
Yeah, I'm just going to sit there and just stare off into the distance in front of the.
Okay, so Antonio is gonna stare at you just to see what else you do, and after you stop and just stay still, he's gonna sigh and he's gonna sit back beside his sister. And he's gonna say to her in Portuguese, I swear to God,
you should have gotten rid of him.
I am tempted, but we need the manpower. We never know when we're gonna need more help.
We
And
don't.
even if he is a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, we may need his assistance later.
No
No reason to
discussion.
murder someone.
But I feel like there's supposed to be something you're supposed to do after somebody uses the bathroom.
Turn the
I mean, yeah,
flashlight
depending.
off. Step out of the bathroom with my hands crossed across my belly. There is something you did not tell us about those tacos. And I stumble as though I'm going to the front seat to sit down. And then I very intentionally fall forward and hit the light switch, making it trying to make it look like an accident as I fall. But I'm trying to turn off the lights in the RV.
Roll.
5? We're still at
Yep.
5.
Still at
Yep.
5.
Boy.
One of
Alright.
each.
So you do successfully turn off the lights.
That's funny because that's kind of what I was going for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the hell? What's the light? Why the lights off?
They'd be
only
on in the
light-
front area still, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I will, if possible, snap the thing so it can't be turned back on.
You'll
as
have
I
to roll.
Stumble. Okay, I'll roll again.
You successfully
Whole
do
bunch
it.
of nothing. Yeah, there's a 6 again. Yes. All right. So yeah, snap that. So now the whole back of this thing is in the dark.
Oh wait, that should have been 4.
That should have been
Oh, well.
4, which means the last one I rolled was a 6. So no, nothing
Yeah.
happened. Yeah.
And so the scene ends.
Boy, oh
And we
boy.
move on.
Ever get the feeling the first time you're playing a game that you're doing it wrong?
Okay. So the first truth, it is dark.
Oh, yes.
Kevin, you were the one who rolled, so
Mm-hmm. They are here.
oh, that is a bad one. Kyle,
the RV did have a gas leak, and so we are out of gas now.
It's coming to a boil.
Nick,
You're starting to feel the pressure of the wind. Almost like it's taking a shape.
ooh, do not say that to a Floridian.
Maybe
Anna,
we're thinking the same thing.
I'm thinking of Ron White. It's not that the wind is blowing, it's what the wind is blowing.
I am torn between making it better or making it worse.
always make it worse. That's more fun.
It's a Tragi-horror, yes.
I kind of wanted to go in a slightly specific way.
Okay, go ahead.
Truths will be revealed, but I would like it, if it's possible, for it to be particularly about the suspicions that I am sure we all have. That Antonio hasn't noticed, but player Anna definitely has a suspicion, and I want things to come to the metaphorical light in the middle of the darkness.
All right.
Because darkness is all around.
Yeah.
You are right outside of Tampa. You almost made it. So to pick up, the RV did have a gas leak. So not only him slowing down, it actually was slowing down. The wind, and this is directed at Ryland, is you can almost feel it. Those sirens weren't from before, were tornado sirens. There is a tornado in the area. And it's not far off. For Antonio, you can feel the energy kind of draining from you. You're feeling more tired, more fatigued. And you can see the outline of a city right in front of you. You've almost made it to Tampa, to the ship that might give you hope of escape.
Is the drain of energy just in general, or do I feel it
You can't
going
exactly
somewhere?
you can't feel exactly where it's from,
Okay.
but you can tell that it is definitely happening. And it's an ice cold feeling.
Yeah. This was player Anna asking, just in case that Antonio could feel it, over to the side.
Mm-hmm.
But if he can't, that also works.
Yeah.
Just differently. Oh boy. It's gonna be fun.
And this is where you pick up.
There must have been a gas leak. There was way more gas than we should have gotten way farther than we are. And now it's that had to, there's this wind is too much. We're not even in hurricane season. Like, it's got to be a tornado.
Oh gods, I'm gonna be sick, and I burst out the door outside.
Where the fuck? It's a tornado. Where the hell are you going?
And I was specifically
I-
leaving the door open behind me.
I
It is not safe.
actually I go after.
I am assuming that the RV has stopped right now.
Yeah,
It
it's
has
dead.
Yeah, it's
stopped.
stopped.
Still.
It is stopped, and you are right outside of Tampa.
Pulling off my jacket, throwing it on the ground. I'm assuming it's kind of hard to do because of the strength of the wind and the rain, because it's storming real bad. Everything but lightning, right? We specifically
Yeah.
said
Yep.
we've got the thunder, and
thunder.
the sirens, and everything else, but no lightning.
No hail yet.
No,
That's a
no
plus.
light at all.
So
No
we can't
hail
see the
yet.
incoming tornadoes. Yeah, so that jacket off and then just start pulling the shirt off.
And you can hear them clearly. Thank you for bringing one out with you. That was very kind of you to do.
2 more before I get paid. I start struggling with my belt.
I'm now considerably weirded out over him stripping in front of me
In the middle
And
of
so, in the middle of a tornado in the darkness.
Yeah.
So I go to grab him to see if I can like get him out of whatever is going on.
Oh, this
And-
one. This one first, please, this one first.
And you can feel that same ice feeling that you felt before.
I immediately let go, and I say, "Who the fuck are you?"
Oh, he's turning into somebody in the group. Oh, I love this.
And it's just doing that rocking, the breathing way too hard, standing in the middle of the storm with like pants half undone. It is not who, it is what. I am winning.
And
You're not winning shit.
I need you both to roll for PvP.
Oh,
So, how many days? Is it
We
we're
are
at
down
5, right?
to
We're at
5.
6, I think.
we're at
We have
6 because we
5.
started soon.
6 total. This is a new scene, right?
Yeah, this
Or
is
is
a
it?
new scene.
So,
So we
this
should
is-
Oh.
get
get
5.
5.
Why am I
Five,
asking?
boy.
The person in the big chair said 5. It's
Oh.
freaking 5.
5 candles.
Oof.
Thank you
Oof.
for playing, Kyle.
Yep.
Do I get
You get narrative rights on how.
do I
he
get
kills
narrative
you.
rights?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Of course.
How it
Uh,
happens.
I, being full of it, said, "You're not winning shit." I go to throw a punch at him, and it's as if I hadn't moved at all. He was already underneath my arm, in the middle of my torso. Both of his hands have gone straight through my chest, straight through them.
Yeah.
And he's now ripped my ribs out of my chest. You can like see my lungs, and I just collapse on the ground, can't breathe because my lungs have been kind of ripped apart, and I just die going, "Fuck you."
One last fuck you for the road.
I resist the urge to say the tacos were terrible.
And on that note, I'm gonna go pee.
As some of you may have
Yeah.
noticed, there is a certain sheen over the box previously occupied by Ryland. That is to show that they are deceased. I feel bad. Now, let me be very clear. Kevin feels bad. Ivor is borderline orgasmic.
Yep. Yep.
And here's the fun part.
Mhm.
As you kind of look at your hand and the blood just kind of drips off or drips into it or whatever, you feel beside you one of them walk up. It is Ryland.
Oh. This is unexpected. It is my turn now already?
They can't know.
They wouldn't have expected.
If you come back with me, it'll look a lot better than if I'm gone.
Of course. I said it before, I will say it again. And I point at the RV with the only 2 survivors left inside. After you.
I mean, my plan was to gather flashlights and head into Tampa, which I was thinking we were kind of leaving by the time he finished up, or either in the middle or something like that. But
yeah,
whatever makes sense narratively.
So Ryland has come back as one of them.
Now, does he still look like Ryland like Tim did?
Yes.
So when he walks back in, it's just like he walked outside and walked back in.
Yeah, he comes back in with you, like he's carrying you.
Right.
Because you're sick.
Yeah. Oh, be careful where you walk out there. Oh, there is not enough rain to wash it away. I will lay down, and I just move towards the back to lay down in the bed again, and I'm just watching Ryland. I'm also watching Louisa very closely because I want to see what happens now.
She has a very light smile.
So you did say that he was starting to feel the coldness, the tiredness.
Yes, Antonio does feel fatigued.
Good. I want to do something, but it would probably mean his death. Is that okay?
Oh,
that just
Go
means
for
that
it.
we're in a moment of
all
mortal.
over. Kill me all over the place. Yep.
You're just in a
This game
moment
is
of
about.
mortal danger.
Yep.
I want to ask if, because he's tired, he can feel the coldness, but he does know that he has his sister beside him. And as far as he knows, it's all okay because he hasn't noticed shit yet.
Yeah.
So I want him to lean into his sister, rest his head on her shoulder, and close his eyes to rest.
Roll.
And
by doing that, if his
4 now, because there wasn't one
life
on that last roll.
is so 4, right?
Yep.
So if his life were to be snuffed out as he slept, would that be doable?
Well, he's not going to die.
Oh.
Instead, he's going to realize what's happening. That feeling, that coldness is coming from his sister.
Ouch.
Was that Ivor? Or was it just Kevin?
That was Kevin. Ouch.
Okay.
Yeah. I know I dropped out of accent a number of times tonight, so it's hard to tell, but that was pure Kevin.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep Anna and Antonio kind of separate. I don't know if I've managed.
I can't hold an accent for 3 freaking sentences. It's my
understandable.
flaw.
Just I wanted to make sure because if it was Ivor, it was gonna be slightly different. But if that was purely Kevin, then it's fine.
Ivor is already riding the joy over here, so.
Yeah. So Antonio's eyes are gonna open slightly, like not fully, but just enough so that he's kind of like that half closed. And he's gonna say quietly, I see. Did she suffer? Was she hurt?
What do you mean?
Even as he's still leaning against her.
What do you mean? I'm right here.
Ivor is just locked on this conversation.
I should have known. I failed her so many times. I should have known
Her face
that
is
I
going
would.
to darken. And they're just going to say, that camp fell. They couldn't keep the lights bright enough to keep us out.
Did she suffer?
If you agree, you can still have me.
And then his chin is quivering slightly, and you can see a shimmer of moisture in his eyes. As long as I can be with her, then that will be fine. And he closes his eyes and he just surrenders. Because he's realized he didn't save her. He was never in time. He thought he saved her. He thought he had her back. But now he's realized not only did he not save her, but she was taken. And they haven't answered him if she suffered or not, but he can tell that she probably did. She's gone. She's with them now. So she was his last family. Without her, what does he have left? So he just gives up hope and he just surrenders to them. He will not fight it.
Thank you for playing.
Okay. Guess that
And
leaves.
Sorry, man. Once he figured it out, I could feel in my mind he just gave up because it's not her.
and they
He
take
has
over.
nothing.
Every
Where-
game has a moment, Anna, and that was it. Thank you. That was beautiful.
They take over Antonio.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
I look over. I'm assuming like Rosen's got all the flashlights now.
And what?
nothing's wrong.
And yeah, nothing is wrong for
Nothing's wrong. He feels the RV kind of starting to lift more than it did before.
you. Mm-hmm.
So his thought is to go into Tampa and see if he can find somewhere it's, a basement or something that's going to be better to weather out the storm.
Yeah. And Luisa's going to turn around at Ryland, Ivor, and smile, giving the sign.
I get to watch one more, yes?
And nods.
Oh, I mean, if you would like, I can say how this one goes. Unless you want roll or do whatever.
I'm going to let you two go for it.
So yeah, you said you're heading into Tampa, right? So I just step out of the RV. Storm's banging the door against the side because I didn't close it.
I just
just
want
watching
to
it.
ask, you're still closed as you were before?
Yeah, absolutely. Ivor is absolutely the same as he's been since the beginning of this.
I mean, I know you took off
Oh
at
yeah,
least
just
you said
yeah,
your shirt.
it's just basically like the belt's undone, but the buckle or the button and the zip is still done up.
Yeah.
It's like he forgot about the fact that he was stripping.
I mean, it was rainy. It was probably quite heavy. That's kind of what Rodden's kind of thinking. Like, okay, this all kind of still makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Or at the very least, it's his mind kind of denying that anything's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Ryland, Antonio, and Luisa are following you in.
Okay, so for the first building, the flashlight holds fairly consistently, but probably by the fifth, you kind of notice that it's missing every half wave.
That
You could
was
be
creepy
less disturbing
timing.
if you know.
Wow.
Thank you.
They're coming, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
You ready?
I'm sure.
Yeah. Why did I suspect that the testicles went as high as the voice did when that happened?
I'm just looking at Zoom to see the thing go out behind me. It's like,
Yeah.
mm.
That
That
you
goes
could
great.
literally see his butthole just
You
know,
heard
just-
it. I'm a
yeah.
continent away,
Oh,
and I
dear.
heard the sonic boom.
Uh,
Yes, Rosen.
so at the half wave, he kind of notices the voice are kind of getting stronger, a bit more persistent than they were. And he kind of looks behind and sees the people that are, I think you said they were kind of following still.
Hmm.
So probably by this point, he realizes he's the only one with a flashlight.
Yes.
So Ivor, do you look any different at this point? No?
None of them do. They look exactly the same.
No.
Just more chill.
Yeah. Kind of more relaxed.
More relaxed even with the raging storm.
Yep. They're just chilling.
Yeah, the hair's blowing
And-
in the wind. Yeah.
My
Rain
guess is
sheeting
it's
off.
probably 10 buildings by the time the flashlight's completely, or darkness is completely eaten through whatever was left of the LED.
And there's a noise that you've probably never heard before. And you can hear it. And it's behind you. And it's the sound of a train. I don't know if Rosen would know what it means.
He doesn't. I do. Oh,
And it's getting louder.
he hears the windows starting to kind of bend.
Like, I can't describe it. It's rattly and crystally sounding.
Hear the stress build. Again, I don't know. Florida, do you not really have too many places that have like basements kind of thing?
We don't have basements.
Yeah, don't have basements.
Yeah.
Oh,
The,
dang.
the ocean.
The only
water
place-
level is right there. Yeah.
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 The only place that you could possibly
Probably an inside
Be
bathroom
safe.
probably be the best.
Yeah.
or under an overpass,
Or an
like on the
overpass.
highway.
Yeah, in town.
And technically, you would be right
You're-
by one.
You're right near them because Tampa's fucking full of them.
You are right by one. And you probably have like one flashlight left.
One flashlight left.
Because I'm imagining like you had them all and you would turn one on, it would die, you'd let it go.
Okay.
You turn the next one on,
Just drop it.
let it go.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, again, I don't want to put words in anybody's particular mouth, but being kind of the closest thing he's kind of had to, don't want to say a friend necessarily in the past few days, he's going to try to give it to Ivor,
Mm-hmm.
who is, again, correct me if I'm kind of overstepping narrative bounds. He's going to take it and then snap it in half,
Snap what?
the flashlight.
Oh. Okay.
Igor just takes it.
leaving Rosin to succumb to the darkness.
Actually roll.
Me or Ivor?
Both of you.
Oh, we are at 2d6 because we rolled 4 last time and there was 2 1s, right?
Yeah. The flashlight doesn't break. But a scene has ended.
It's Maglite. Didn't break.
But the scene has ended. And I'm actually gonna skip ahead.
Yeah.
To scene 10.
Yeah.
To where we only have one light left. Because that's where we're at.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And here's our only truth. It is dark and no one will survive.
For the first time, you see real emotion in Ivor. His head starts to snap around. You said I would be last. You do not take me until you take him.
And you hear nothing. For the first time,
Bastards.
you hear nothing. Rosen hears, if you get rid of him for us, there will be boundless riches on the other side. Everything you have ever wanted, a utopia of peace for all. You just have to kill him.
This maniac who's standing there raging in the rain. All you gotta do is kill that and you'll be fine.
And Lucia, Ryland, and Antonio all chime in. You just have to kill him. He's what's standing in your way of that perfect society. People like that who lie and cheat to get what they want.
And the storm's gotten worse.
The storm has gotten much worse. That tornado is probably
He's
a couple
overhead
blocks
effectively.
away. Yeah.
Oh, miles away. Okay.
Not miles. Blocks.
Blocks away.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's stuff flying around that
Yeah.
sound.
Flying around. We're currently under an overpass. I mean, I'm figuring it's
Mhm.
one of us is going to shove the other out. Is how I'm figuring this is going to end.
It's
Or
it's
unless-
100% on you right now.
Ivor has been betrayed.
I mean,
It's up to you.
it wraps up. Funny enough, it wraps up his virtues because they're offering him charity, and wraps his moment in a weird way as well, because he's receiving, and what he's giving will be kind of Ivor, his kind of final piece to a degree.
Yep. So you convinced yourself, now say it.
Yeah, he's going to. Yeah, he would do it, but he wouldn't do it in such a way that it's like he really killing it, more than leaving Ivor to kind of nature to finish him all.
Yep.
So what would he say?
He's going to approach Ivor. I accept your
Who's got-
offer for everyone. Myself, well, not necessarily myself, but Ivor will join. Will join us. Whether or not he accepts.
I reach up, put both hands on your shoulders, and push. I don't push you, I push me. Like I lift my feet up and push myself out from under the overpass, skid down that long concrete ramp, and slam against the railing at the Armco railing at the bottom. Stand up, look around. I am becoming bored. Start with the fingers, if you would. And I just hold my hands out to the darkness.
And the tornado comes.
Promised a
The tornado
painful
comes.
death.
And the tornado comes in that exact moment. And
Yeah.
Rosen watches.
Oh, I can imagine Ivor just being pelted with all kinds of debris, flying metal, everything hitting him.
Especially
in the
directly under an
chest, in the-
underpass. The
Oh
wind
yeah,
in
it's
that
all getting
chest is
squeezed
stupid.
down, and yeah, oh yeah, it's ugly.
Physics are not fun.
Boulders,
through it
pieces
all,
of metal, concrete,
last thing-
everything.
He dies like the Cheshire Cat. The last thing you see is the biggest, happiest, most joyous, blissful, I'll use the word again, orgasmic smile you can imagine, as he is every nerve in his body is overstimulated one last time.
With that, Ryland, Louisa, and Antonio fade into the darkness. It takes Rosen's hand. And what happens? You get narrative rights as the last survivor.
What's strange is the darkness takes his left hand, and he still feels it. The cold. But it's kind of one of those, it's cold and then it kind of is numb after a while. So it kind of goes back to what it was before. But as he's walking, he was in what others had called Tampa. He finds himself, after walking probably about a block, home. At the auditorium that he's given speech after speech about how the, well, put gently, how the working class will eventually, realize that they're the reason, they're the cog in the machine, that they can, seize production and they can be the ones that are the masters of their own destiny. But now, kind of thinking back, he realizes that, kind of with the darkness, that there was something oppressed that he hadn't even considered. That he hadn't considered the oppression of the sun against the dark. That even though the sun sits within the, darkness of space, it still gives off its light. What the darkness must feel. So it has kind of come full circle and brought him to kind of where it all began. And kind of at that revelation, he goes backstage, back through the door he always did. And because it's such a space, he didn't really look for any switches. There weren't any. They were all up in the booth anyway. But he didn't feel for the walls. He just kept walking. Past the audience that may or may not have been. Wondering what could have been if he actually returned. What new enlightenment he would have found that he never, he thought he would find a new flame going down to Orlando, Florida. But instead he found that the truth was in the extinguished flame. And he found it not as difficult as one may have thought to turn against the last person that you thought you would hold dear.
Thank you guys so much.
Wow.
Oh, good Lord.
Surprisingly
Thank you,
fun.
Sam.
Holy smokes. Thank you all. That was amazing. I knew it was going to be amazing, and it exceeded all my expectations. That was stunning. What makes it more impressive for me was, let's be honest, it was a little shaky the first sort of 20 minutes, half an hour, until we kind of hit our stride, and then the story took over like it does in a good storytelling campaign, and we all fell down the rabbit hole, and we all went down there, and thank you all so much for doing it with me. At this point in the night, I'd like to wrap things up fairly quickly with my thank yous. And tonight they are heartfelt beyond all belief. Nick, thank you so much for coming into this. You have grown as an improver and as a player, and I know now as a DM as well, in an unbelievably short period of time. We're talking like 6-7 months, right, from nothing to this. Stunning work all around. Your ghost is coming back now that your game is over, so that's good. Yeah, this may
It's
be the last
coming.
time we ever speak to you, so thank you very much for joining us tonight. And next, I guess. Oh boy, it is. I got to do this math now. It is 4:45 in the morning. This is a lady who is going to get up from the seat and go outside to watch the frickin' sunrise. She stayed up all night to play this. Thank you so much, Anna. I appreciate it, especially with the technical difficulties. To keep all the swearing off stream, I appreciate more than you can possibly imagine. I know it was a struggle. You still managed to have that amazing scene where you gave up. And it was so magical, so believable. Thank you so much for staying up until the morning, and now go get some rest as soon as we're done here.
Oh, trust me. The feels were hitting me.
They all got
Like
hit tonight.
I could feel his realization when the reality really set in, when he understood
I didn't say
what
anything.
happened,
What a sense of loss.
and that
Yeah. How do you fight from
just-
then? Just all the spine goes out of you, right? It was beautiful. Beautifully well
and
played.
those are the best moments, when the character's feelings
Yep.
hit you.
Absolutely.
That's the
They cross
best.
that boundary. You know you're playing hard when. You gotta wipe your eyes. Oh, wow. Kyle, thank you. I had never played with you before tonight. In fact, I never met you before tonight. So thank you so much for jumping in. I know it was last minute to cover a spot, and I really, really appreciate that. You are a joy to role play with, my friend. We need to
thank
get
you.
in a lot more of these sorts of things. I know you are busy, and have a real life, but Friday nights, that's all I'm saying. We gotta get
Well,
you into
I
some of
mean-
these fun shots. So
Here's the thing. My wife is in the other room.
yeah.
With a green screen behind her,
Yes.
GMing this thing. So
I
she's
see that.
already doing it.
Yes.
Yeah. My time for this is normally just like doing dishes and whatnot. So,
well, in that case, I'm even more impressed if this isn't a regular occurrence. Really well done to step into a room with this many strangers and just lay your soul on the table and be somebody. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry I killed you first. I'm not.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Hey, I've played this a couple times before, and so I know how it goes down.
Well, I saved the biggest of the in-person thanks for last year, because I know that our narrator was stressed and worried and borderline nauseous with terror at pulling this off. But I want to tell you a couple things. You're one of only 3 people who has had the guts so far to come forward and say, I want to do this. So that puts you in a real small group. To come and say, I want to do a tragic horror storytelling game, when most of what happens here is dice rolling sort of foolishness on Fridays and Saturdays, and a little bit on Sundays too, was extra brave. And then to come here and bring us your specialty. This was like, I don't want to say Gordon Ramsay because I don't think he's that good. This is like one of the Iron Chefs showing up at your house and saying, "Can I make you my specialty?" You say, "Hell yes, there's the kitchen." So I am so glad that I said, "Hell yes, there's the kitchen." Thank you so much, Sans. That was beyond the pale. You should do this professionally. That was really well done.
Oh,
Thank
thank you.
It was
Oh.
really fun. You were nervous, but you really had nothing to be nervous
You
about,
felt
because
it too.
you
We all
did.
did. There was a moment when you watched
You
this
did
video.
so
There is
well.
a moment where like a black hole opened up, and we all just went, "Oh, finally, here we are. Here's our
Yeah.
story." And then away we went. So, thank all 4 of you for that. Thank you so much to the people that watched on Twitch. Those of you that have seen our Iron Sworn episodes might be used to this sort of level of darkness, but I think that's the first time outside of a Force Patrollers game that we've had 4 deaths in one night since I started this channel. So there's another first to put on your CV. And to all the people that watch this on YouTube at Dirty 20 Gaming, there, I finally remembered to mention it in the future. Thank you to all of you too. That's so weird thanking people that haven't done something yet. That is so odd. Anyway, with that, as always, we're going to finish this the same way tonight more than ever. Until next time, be nice to each other. Good night.